All right, Kevin, how
Hi.
you feeling?
Mr. Reddington, is the misdemeanor possibility now, is that a good thing for the defense?
There's no
I'm
misdemeanor.
sorry, not misdemeanor, manslaughter. I'm sorry.
It gives the jury another option, and it's certainly a positive development from our point of view. Yeah.
Now,
Are you concerned, though, that if they were maybe going to go not guilty, they may now choose manslaughter?
Got to cover the record.
What are the ways that a jury could convict her if they do? What are the different ways they could do that?
So tomorrow you'll hear the judge go through the instructions for first degree, second degree manslaughter, and of course acquittal, and those are the ways that they can convict her.
I'm confused about what Lindsay...
I'm sorry?
Voluntary or involuntary manslaughter?
It would be manslaughter. In Massachusetts, it doesn't really make a difference. They're both the same, pretty much.
You're the best thing for women's health ever.
Thank you.
Ever.
Appreciate it.
I asked you this morning, Mr. Reddington, what you hope to convey in the closing. You didn't really have an answer. If you want
No, I
to tell us
don't.
what you hope to convey.
I hope to convey that I truly, care and love. I love her. She's just such a marvelous, sweet, innocent person. She's just amazing and so strong and just trying so hard to get up from. She's just been beat down for 3.5 years, and she feels that she's had a fair trial with the judge, and the jury's been very attentive, and all we can do is hope for the best.
You may
I'm
not answer
confused
this,
about
but
the discrepan-
women that support her, do you want to say, has she said anything about women raising postpartum psychosis?
She's
all
very
the things?
concerned, especially as a labor and delivery nurse. She's very concerned about women's rights, the fact that women are pretty much marginalized. I think it's readily apparent. The DSM is a joke. I couldn't get into the social implications in the trial, understandably, but if the United States would take a lesson from Europe, Belgium, England, France, Peru, a lot of these countries, they take care of their women that have psychosis, keep them with their babies. They don't rip the babies away from them and put the women in jail, where we do.
Did Lindsay speak when she was outside on the ground? Because it was confusing that the psychiatrist said that Patrick said she did.
I wouldn't believe him if he said in the middle of a blizzard that it was snowing out, okay? So I don't care what the psychiatrist said. You heard that? Well, no, you didn't, unfortunately. If you were in the courtroom, you would have heard the tape. She was unable to speak. She just moaned and made grunting noises, that's all.
So why would Patrick say that?
How do I know?
All right, at the charging conference, you were talking about the investigation, the police. Do you think that's something that you're going to bring up in the closings?
It's a difficult. If you remember back to when I filed the motion for the bifurcation, I was arguing to the judge. It's difficult because a defendant on the lack of criminal responsibility defense has to basically admit that he or she is guilty before you're able to do that. So you're not able to attack the issue of whether or not the government can prove that the person did the case, but that still is in play. They still have to prove that she was guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, and then if in fact she's guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, then you get into the issue of lack of criminal responsibility. So that's the dilemma that we have, and that's why I filed the motion to bifurcate. So the issue is, it's still open, and it's up to a jury to decide either way.
And do you think it's going to be tricky for them to understand the criminal responsibility of it all? I mean, we've talked about it throughout this, 5 weeks, but it is confusing for lay people.
It's very confusing. I think this jury, they paid incredible attention to the trial, to the witnesses, to the judge's instructions. I'm sure they will as well. That's how the system works.
Did you know that this case was
can
going
you talk
to...
about manslaughter, the elements of manslaughter, just a bit, because I know we know what first degree is, and we know...
Well, I'll tell you that it's interesting. The whole concept of manslaughter, a little recollection that I have, is the Wolanski case, Commonwealth versus Wolanski, way back when you had the Coconut Grove fire in Boston. And I think Boston College was playing Holy Cross, and it was a huge crowd of people that were going to the hotel and then, of course, the bar, an underground restaurant and a bar. And the owner of the place said, lock the doors, don't let anybody in without a cover charge, leave one door open. Place caught on fire. All the people were stacked up like cordwood while he was sleeping in his bed in Worcester. And the Supreme Judicial Court said that a person that acts in a willful, wanton fashion and people die are responsible. And that's how we started the common law concept of manslaughter.
Mr. Reddington,
Kevin,
did you know
is
that
each death
this
going to be
case was
decided
going to
separately?
be as big and as impactful as it's become?
Kevin, is each death going to be decided separately?
Of course.
And-
Each life mattered.
So do you anticipate that they'll come to a different or the same conclusion with each death?
No idea. That's up to a jury. It's now will be out of our hands. When I say our, I mean the DAs, I mean me and the judge. It's up to a jury.
I just want to ask you about the topic of maternal mental health. Obviously, so many women feel impacted by this and by some of the
It's-
testimony that we've heard. Did you know it was going to become so connected to people?
No, I don't think anybody expected that it would strike such a chord. I'm glad it did because it's something that had to be done, and I'm very, very happy that in some way I was able to kind of, as a guy, not knowing much about any of this before I started the trial, but I'm appalled. I'm disgusted with these doctors and this health care. It's repulsive what happened here.
Are you feeling confident?
I never feel confident. I always just say, look, I try my case and I turn it over to a jury.
So what do you think is the argument that's going to resonate most from
Don't
your
know.
point of view?
I don't know.
Charlie.
Okay, guys.
Thank you so much.
All right, see you later. See you tomorrow.
In the can.
All right, got it. Got
You
him.
want to follow him?
I hate this.
Tit's got it.
Here's the thing, like, let them get off the car. Fine. All right, fine. Let's go.
I'm not depressed. I just came from Ohio when they stayed.
Ohio.
Yes.
Huh? Look at you with your pink. You got the pink and you got the pearls and everything. God bless you. That's
I wanted
wonderful.
to make sure you knew you had some support here
Thank
and another Aquarius to Aquarius.
That's
I-
right.
Hey, Kevin, do you have a sense about when, like, the actual...
So have a safe trip back. Are you going to be here tomorrow?
I go to Harvard for my doctorate program.
Oh, really?
So
Congratulations. That's
for
great.
public health. So
Oh, wonderful.
You know.
Yeah.
if you need an intern.
This guy will take our picture.
Okay. Would you say?
Sure, of course.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
I had a lot of videos go viral for you.
Well,
I
good
call
luck.
you. I call you the smooth.
Thank you.
Kevin, do you have...
Sure.
I don't know. If
Oh, she looks so happy.
Has the judge give you any sense about, like, the logistics? Are they going to get, like, when there's a note coming out, or are they just going to...
Yeah, the way it works is with the jury, I mean, I've had cases where they're out for a week and they don't have any notes. I've had cases where they're out for an hour and they have 10 notes. You know, you never know. It's up to the jury, really.
Got it.
Yep.
And do you know if they'll deliberate through lunch? Like, will they bring in lunch? Do you know?
Again, that's up to the judge. Usually they do. They get them lunch. They usually tell them to suspend, take a break for an hour or so, but that's up to the judge. Or it's really up to the jury. Once they start, it's up to them.
Thanks, Kevin. Appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
There's a box. People are wondering what they're
Yeah,
doing.
I just had...
The
yeah, that's just... I just have, like, extra pens and pads of paper and stuff like that.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Sorry to be late in here. Hey.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Where you been?
I was on vacation. So.
Oh, okay.
The
That's all right.
manslaughter addition to the jury form, what's your thought on that?
The judge will charge the jury on that lesser offense of manslaughter. It's up to them as to what they feel is appropriate.
All right, thanks.
All right.